we're going to change the oil in this. I'm going to go ahead and loosen this little plug right here on the oil tank. We're going to pull the two clips out of here. And this thing should come right off. I'm going to pull this plug out and drain the oil tank. The reason you unmount it is so you can tip that over. Oil wasn't like that super dirty, I'll tell you that. Well, I don't know when this oil was changed, so that's why we're changing all the fluids. And once it's done draining, put the plug back in. We're gonna go ahead and tighten this up. Put this tank back on. Put the washer back on there. Put the clip in. And put the clip in on the top one. There we go. Now this calls for a 21 Newton meter torque on this. Now I'm going to go and get the oil filter out. To make this job easy, we're going to move this cover off. So take the chain cover off, get it out of the way, and the oil filter is right in here. I'm going to use cardboard just to put it underneath there and catch most of that oil. Take off your bolts. This cover should pop off. And there goes the oil. And there's your oil filter. Match up the oil filter. Make sure it's correct. I'm gonna wipe all that oil out of there. Take a little oil, put it on the ring of the filter. Pop that filter right on. And this O-ring actually looks really decent. It's a good idea to have one of these on hand, because if it doesn't look good, always good to just change it up. All right, let's get this back on. Screws back in there. Ten Newton meters on the oil filter cover. Now we'll just put these back in. Alright, so the oil filter has been changed. To drain the engine, we have to take this crash plate off. So once you get this out, you can see the bolt right here, the drain plug. Alright, so using a breaker bar, we're going to take this bolt out right here. Get the rest of that oil out of there. What the hell was that? Something just fell out of there. That's my washer. My copper washer. Just clean up your plug, check your copper washer, make sure it's still there and it's okay. If not, just go ahead and change it. That's another thing you might want to keep on hand, is a copper washer for your drain plug. Now I gotta look up the specs on the torque on this. This is a 24 millimeter, by the way. Now this engine is not warmed up. I didn't have time to warm it up and stuff. I just wanted to get the oil changed. So it's a good idea to warm your engine up. Warm oil flows a lot better than cold oil, but it is what it is. Get that plug back in. Now this calls for 40 Newton meters, which is just over 29 foot-pounds. So we're gonna torque this bad boy up. Okay, so that's it. Shit's done. Now we gotta put oil in it. Oh, actually, now we gotta put this thing back on. I'm sure there's a torque spec for this, but I'm just gonna tighten it up. Now you're gonna put your oil right inside there. Now this engine only takes 2.3 liters. So I put in about close to that. So we're just gonna run this real quick. Alright, let's check it one last time. And we're right there on max. We're good. So just go ahead and then check everything, the drain plug, the filter housing, make sure nothing's leaking, and you're good. Before I go, let's put this color back on. Well, that's it for today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for being here with me. I was going to put the headlight on, but I had to repaint the cover. I checked the wheel. That's holding pressure nicely, so the front wheel is all set. Got the bag mounts painted, flat black. Those are all painted up. Waiting for that stuff to dry. The only thing I got left to do as far as fluids are concerned is change the brake fluid on this. This does have ABS. So I'm gonna have to look it up and see if I can even do that. So questions, comments, or anything like that, put them down below. You all God bless, and I'm out of here.